She lit up the sidelines in the NFL, and today she's lighting up lives through philanthropy. I am Anita Slaughter, and this is Foundation Fridays on Sideline Rewind. I am super excited to sit down with a very special friend of mine, Miss Chaka Jackson. Why don't you share with our listeners what years you cheered and which team you cheered for in the NFL?
Well, I cheered for the Tennessee Titans, and the year I started was 1999. So yes, I am one of the originals from the very first squad. I cheered to 99 to '04. So did like 5 years of cheering in the NFL, and those were some of the most exciting times in my life. I mean, I've actually never been affiliated with a professional squad, so just the newness of it all, being able to just having the opportunity to meet all the fabulous ladies that I met and just continuing on the friendships, just like with you, Anita. I mean, we've been friends for over 20 years now.
That's
So,
right.
I mean, I just think it's awesome. So,
I think
yeah.
it's fun for listeners when they don't like we actually got to start a team, and that's a
Yeah.
unique experience of itself. And everyone has unique experiences, but just being the first ones and then going to the Super Bowl that first
Yeah,
year.
oh, and then going to Super Bowl. I mean, I felt like we paved the way for those girls who are enjoying everything that they're enjoying now. I mean, we've been through the struggle, we've been through the highs, the lows, the good times, the bad times. I mean, the Super Bowl, that was a whole nother chapter. You know, because the
Exactly.
ice storm and all that. That was actually a fun time, but it was a struggle too.
Yeah.
But we made it through, and just to being able to just have that high level of performance, because I mean, I feel like in the NFL, that's pretty much as high as you can go is the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I just was glad I was a part of that.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes, those unexpected moments like the ice storm and that just complete chaos that
Mhm.
went with. I'm not sure the memories would stand out quite so much if they weren't so chaotic.
Well, we can laugh about it now.
Yeah,
It wasn't funny
exactly.
then, but it's I mean, you think about it, you're like, wow, I cannot believe we was out there stuck
Yeah,
trying to make it back to the
exactly.
hotel, trying to just,
Right.
I call it trying to make it, just trying
Trying
to
to
make
make it.
it.
And we did. And we did. And
And
we
we
lived to
did.
tell that. So this is probably going to be the hardest question I ask you because I know we have so many of these answers to this question. But if you had to choose just one, what would you say is your favorite rewind or favorite memory from your cheerleading experience?
I mean, totally the Super Bowl. I mean, like I said, that's one of the highest levels that you can go to with, NFL cheerleading, with professional cheerleading in the NFL. Just the whole aspect of just being able to be in the
Hmm.
city, on the field, just the bright lights, just it was simply amazing just being around all the different artists that performed at Super Bowl, just getting ready, because it was just something to where me personally, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I first tried out for the Titans. I didn't know. I was just trying to make friends. I
Hmm.
was new to the city, and I was just trying to meet people my age. So that's what really inspired me the most to try out for the Tennessee Titans. Again, trying out, I had nothing to do that Saturday. I was just like, I might as well just go. And I did not realize what this was going to revolve into. So,
Right.
I mean, and just to make it all the way to the Super Bowl,
Unbelievable.
Lord, just to do it all over again. Just, sometimes you don't realize what God has placed you, where He's placed you, until you're actually there, or you actually just sit back and you just reminisce, like,
So
I was
true.
at the Super Bowl. I wasn't just at the Super Bowl, I performed.
That's right.
And to me, that's just one of my best moments of cheering for the NFL.
Agreed. What would you say cheerleading taught you that still impacts your life today?
Cheerleading taught me discipline,
Hmm.
it taught me compassion. It taught me how to really be passionate about something, and just not only just with the cheerleading, but also with the people. as well, because you have a lot of different personalities that you run into with being on a cheer squad, and just the love that you receive, just the sisterhood, the friendship, the family that you pretty much create with each other. So I mean, it taught me a lot, but I mean, it definitely taught me true friendship, and actually just being just
Like you said, the discipline part of
yeah,
it.
just being disciplined to all of that, and just it's kind of like just that love,
Yeah,
we have for one another.
exactly. Still today.
Still today, and I think that's awesome. I really do, that we actually still have that closeness that we do with each other, even though we may not talk every day, see each other every day, but we're still real supportive of what each other is doing. Just like even today, like along with my stuff, is like you're still there to help me with what I have going on. It's just
Right.
vice versa. So it's
Yeah,
just
I
true.
think it's like having that giant sorority. And what's really cool is that
Exactly.
on the podcast is we have our sorority within the Titans alumni, and then we have a sorority with all the other alumni teams, and once you meet them, they're like forever friends. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I always thought of us as a sorority. I looked at it, I said, this is like a sorority.
Hmm.
And I'm glad you said that, because that's how I always felt about us. It's like this is just I feel like
It
this
is.
is a sorority, because I wanted to join a sorority. I always wanted to, and I never got the opportunity to do that. But when I made the squad, I was like, oh, this is like a sorority, because
Hmm.
I mean, when it's just us, it's us. It's like, and we get the little, the inside jokes, the this and that. You got your certain terminology and stuff
Right.
like that that only, we understand, and maybe other NFL cheerleaders will understand. So, but yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the real root of why we're here. The most exciting part, in my opinion, is the cause. So tell us about the foundation that you're here to share with us.
Okay, well, the foundation I'm here to share with you guys today is Diabetic Social. And Diabetic Social is my nonprofit that I built to help support people who are living with diabetes. So what we do is we help educate, we do community fairs, we help just share those things. We're very supportive of diabetics, because being a diabetic, I believe that you need all the support that you can get. You need all the education that you can get to learn how to manage your diabetes. And that's just something that we do here at Diabetic Social.
Yeah, and speak a little bit to the kind of health fair type situations you do, because I know I came and spoke at one of those and had
Hmm.
it set up, and that was so great to have all the different areas that with the medical doctors and the massage therapists. I can't remember all the people you have
Hmm.
here, but just how many ways that someone living with diabetes is affected. And so speak a little bit about that.
Okay. Um, so most diabetics, and well, most people who are living with diabetes, they can experience stress. Not just, but it can be stressful as far as knowing what to eat, knowing how to exercise, knowing what are those things that can relax you, actually knowing what's out there to help you manage your diabetes. So all of this can be somewhat stressful. It can be frustrating, because sometimes you just don't know. You go to the doctor, but a lot of times the doctor may not have time to explain all of this to you. So at Diabetic Social, we like to help educate, especially at the community health fairs. So I would tend to have like at least a doctor, and some type of doctor, whether they're endocrinologists, they deal with the eyes, they deal with the feet, whatever the case may be, because diabetes affect everything, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. So we're there. We have the community fairs to help show people how you deal with this, what diabetes affects. A lot of times, a lot of people really just don't know. They just think, oh, it's just the sugar, my blood sugar, blood pressure. But it's a whole lot more than just that. I mean, it's mental, it's physical, it's everything. Again, I stress a lot about keeping your stress under level because stress affects your blood sugar. Stress affects everything. So, but when you can keep your stress level balanced, it will help you manage your diabetes a lot more. Again, just when I had you come, Anita, just showing just simple exercises, fitness that you can do, not, just at home. You don't have to go to a gym to be physical or, to exercise. You can exercise right there in your own home. Just something to where I know everybody's on the go all the time. So just something that's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Something that you can do to get your heart elevated, just to get it pumping, just to get, the blood flowing is what you really want to do. I try to tell people to at least do at least 30 minutes of something, at least 3 times a week. Try to do 30 minutes. If you're just walking, you just running, do something at the house. I mean, I do this all the time myself. So that's why I pretty much can just say these things. I'm like, okay, I'm another one that's on the go, busy all the time, but I try to make time to do something, physical with exercise. If I just get on the treadmill and just walk for like 30 minutes or just something, try to get something in. But at the community fairs, we try to help you understand that diabetes doesn't have to be hard to manage, but it can be to help it be a little bit easier because it's challenging. Don't get me wrong, it's challenging, but it doesn't have to be so hard that you just want to give up. It doesn't have to be that way.
I think you said it, just the knowledge and the education and letting people know what resources are available. And knowing that if you don't have an hour to go to the gym, it's okay doing 10
Hmm.
minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes there in a
Right.
day all adds up and makes an impact on your overall health. And so I think that's, the education you're providing is huge for
Hmm.
the diabetic
And
world.
drinking water. I try to help promote drinking water to a lot of people because a lot of people don't realize that water is actually a natural medicine. I mean, and it can lower your blood sugar. It can flush all the sugar out of your body. So, and just drinking not just a little bit of water, but you got to drink some water, at least half your body weight. So, when I say that, it's like you can't just drink 8 ounces a day. You gotta put more work into it. But in the end, it's worth it because you feel better.
That's right. It's crazy, and so much of there's a high percentage of your body that's made up of water, and
Yeah,
people don't realize that is too. You got it's just like anything else. You got to keep it moving and keep it flushed and keep it going through your body.
exactly.
Do you have any events upcoming that you want to tell our listeners about?
Well, we really don't have like any schedule like coming up soon, but we will be promoting a community health fair here
Okay.
in Nashville. I'm trying to do it around Diabetes Awareness Month. We'll probably have something before then. I just haven't put anything on the calendar, but I do know for sure around Diabetes Awareness Month, with this in November. We will be doing a big community fair, so just be looking out for that date and the time and where we'll be hosting that. But we try to continue to do the health fairs in the community. So I mean, and it's free of cost, so the people can just come out and just get the education that they need. We have different vendors there that actually has something to do with diabetes, whether it is some type of therapy, exercise, food. We had one last year, which I like, and I think I'm gonna keep it up because we had a great feedback from, is when we show people how to eat. You
Hmm.
know, eating doesn't have to be hard, being a diabetic. You just need to know what. And a lot of times people just don't know what to do or what to eat. They just think, I mean, I just want to eat just salads. I just, and when they have that mind frame of not knowing what to do, that's when a lot of people tend to just give up and they go back to just whatever. And so we try to show them like little things, like if it's just cauliflower rice. You say cauliflower rice and did a lot. It's mental. Everything is mental. Is what I want people to know. But when you actually taste it, it's actually really good. You know,
Right.
I mean, I did it for the first time for my daughter. She's like, I said, it's cauliflower. She's like, mm-mm, I don't want it. I was like, no, just try it. Just because it's cauliflower doesn't mean it's not good. I mean, she loved it. I said, it's all in how you prepare stuff. You know, everybody wants to eat good. So we try to show them how to prepare the food so it's good. Eating healthy can be good. It's all in how you prepare your meals. So we show stuff like that. And that's just one of the things that we're doing in the community. So I know for sure we'll be doing that.
I bet like November is like the best time also to have one of those community health fairs because you're going into the holidays, food situations
Hmm.
get crazy, your schedules get crazy, it's hard to make time for things. And just having those little reminders, that little bit of education to help you through those crazy months probably is huge.
Oh
You
yeah, it is. It is because, like you said, going through the holidays when all you have all your sweets, you have your parties, and you got Thanksgiving coming up, and you just want to indulge. And one of the things is what I try to tell people is everything's in moderation, especially when it comes to eating. I mean, that's good eating, that's bad eating. I mean, everything's in moderation. Sometimes your body just be craving stuff it know it don't need. But sometimes you just need a little taste, or something
so
to that
true.
degree.
That's true.
And then you're just fine. But I try to tell people, like, when you're trying to adjust your eating habits, I don't like to call it a diet because it could be such a negative meaning with diets now. When you say diet, people just, I don't want to be on a diet. So I just call it healthy eating. So when I tell people about healthy eating and stuff, maybe you should eat that, but let's replace it with this. So that, because the mind is funny, because once you tell yourself you can't have something, that's when you start craving it. You're like, I wasn't even craving that until I said I'm not going to eat it,
Right.
something like that. So just helping people, like, just manage stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we do a lot at the health fair. So we try to have a variety of things that, me personally, by me being a type 1 diabetic myself, I know what I struggled with. So and most diabetics, we tend to kind of struggle with the same thing. So I try to have things at the health fair that I know is going to help have a good impact and help, each diabetic, try to manage their diabetes and live a healthier life.
Yeah, and it's awesome that they have someone that has personal experience. So you're not just speaking of things you've learned about and read about, but you actually go through these experiences just like they do. And so that's a wealth of knowledge to them right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What social media, you have a website, you have social media platforms that you want to share with us?
I do. Our website is diabeticsocial.org. You can actually go to the website. You can sign up to be a volunteer. We'll have our calendar events on there as well. So if you want to be a volunteer for some of the events, more than welcome to just come and sign up. That'll put you in our database. That way, when we have events, we'll reach out to you, see if this is something you would like to volunteer for. We have, like, different educations on there, like what diabetes is, what a A1C is, what the levels are supposed to, what your levels are supposed to be, blood pressure, all of that. A lot of times people don't know the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. That's on our website as well. We also try to have, like, different recipes on there as well to help with the healthy eating and stuff like that as well. So, and also you can donate as well on our website. We're always looking for donations to help us keep educating the community and being able to provide these free community health fairs as well. We're also on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, Diabetic Social.
Now, I know you're in Tennessee, but do you all do stuff outside of Tennessee? Or obviously people can be on the website or get the wealth of information through your website. It doesn't matter. But do you do events outside of Tennessee?
We do events outside of Tennessee. I try to host, like, different social events. Try to do at least something once a month. And what I would like to start doing more of is going to different states, going to different cities, and doing just these social events. Where this, like I said, just once a month, maybe just be in, heck, who knows, go to Dallas, Texas, have a social event there, go to Orlando, Florida, have an event there. So I would like to do more, though. So if anyone's listening and they would like to have a diabetic social event in your city, please reach out to us. Like I said, you can go to diabeticsocial.org. All my information's there. You can reach out and we can just host all these different education events there if that's what you would like to do. But yes, we do go out
That'd
there.
be amazing. You could get on the site, tell her you're interested in having it in your city, and while you're doing that, you can go ahead and volunteer. And get up a
Exactly.
volunteers to help.
Exactly.
Well, Chaka, we really, really appreciate you coming on and sharing this wonderful cause. And I mean, I don't know the statistics, I'm sure you do, but so many people are afflicted by diabetes, type 1 or type 2. And so just being able to have that education and knowledge for that community is huge. If you or someone you know is affected by diabetes, then please consider supporting Diabetic Social's mission. We're going to link everything below. So go give, go support, go follow, because impact never goes out of style. Thank you,
Right.
Chaka.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Anita. Really appreciate this.